thinking about having sex for the first time, or maybe you're just preparing for when the moment feels right. It's completely normal to feel a mix of excitement and nerves before your first experience. Feeling a bit anxious, unsure how to prepare? Don't worry, we've got you covered. Here are some important questions to ask yourself to make sure you feel safe, confident, and comfortable when the time comes. Let's dive in. 1. Do I genuinely want this, or am I feeling pressured? Let's kick things off with the most important question. Do I genuinely want this, or am I feeling pressured? And no, I'm not just talking about the legal stuff. I'm talking about your real feelings. Do you want this for yourself, or are you feeling pressured by your partner, society, or even your own expectations? Here's the deal. Sex should always be something you choose because you want to. It's not about doing it out of fear that your partner will leave or because you feel like you should be at this stage. If you're unsure, that's completely okay. It's way better to wait until you're fully ready. Pressure can come from anywhere. Friends sharing their experiences, or your partner dropping subtle hints. But if anyone pressures you into sex, they're not respecting you. You deserve to be with someone who supports your boundaries, not someone who pushes them. 2. How comfortable am I with my own body? Let's get real for a second. Body image. How comfortable are you in your own skin? Sex is intimate, and it can make you feel vulnerable. If you're constantly worrying about how you look, whether it's your stomach, your thighs, or anything else, it can take away from the experience. But here's the truth. Your partner is probably too busy thinking about how amazing you are to notice those little flaws you're stressing over. And if they do care, well, that's red flag. If you're struggling with body image, try talking to your partner about it. Sharing your insecurities can actually bring you closer and help you feel more confident. Remember, confidence is sexy. I'll never forget this one comment I read online. Someone said, "I spent so much time worrying about how I looked during sex that I forgot to actually enjoy it." Don't let that happen to you. Your body is beautiful, and it deserves to be celebrated. 3. Am I aware of the physical and emotional risks? Alright, let's get serious for a minute. Safety. Ask yourself, do I understand the risks involved with sex? And I'm not just talking about STDs and unplanned pregnancies, though those are super important. I'm also talking about the emotional risks. Sex can bring up a lot of feelings. Joy, connection, but also guilt, regret, or even confusion. It's important to be prepared for those emotions and to have a plan for how you'll handle them. And when it comes to physical safety, don't skip the basics. Use protection, get tested regularly, and make sure you're on the same page as your partner about what you're comfortable with. I'll never forget this one story I heard from a viewer. She said she didn't realize how emotionally attached she'd feel after having sex with someone she wasn't in a relationship with. It left her feeling used and confused. That's why it's so important to think about the emotional side of things, not just the physical. 4. Do I trust this person? This isn't just about physical safety, it's about emotional safety too. Trust is huge when it comes to intimacy. Can you trust this person to respect your boundaries, to communicate openly, to keep private moments private? The last thing you want is to wake up and find out they've been bragging to their friends, sharing personal details, or worse, posting something online. If you wouldn't trust them with your car keys or your deepest secret, then why would you trust them with your body? Trust isn't optional, it's essential. Finally, am I emotionally ready? Let's talk about something real. Sex can stir up some intense emotions. Even if you think you're keeping it casual, feelings can catch you off guard. So ask yourself, am I emotionally ready for this? Are you in a good mental space right now? Are you prepared for the chance that this could change how you feel about the other person or how they feel about you? If you're unsure, that's totally okay. It's better to take things slow than rush into something you might regret later. I'm gonna be honest, I've been there. I once hooked up with someone just because I was feeling lonely, even though I wasn't really into it. And afterward, I felt awful. It wasn't worth it. So take a minute to check in with yourself. Are you doing this because you're ready or because you're trying to fill a gap? Thanks for watching.